So, how high will Bitcoin go in 2025? What are your predictions?
My guess is 300K by the end of the year.
So, I can't think of much that's going to perform at 300% growth. But what's interesting, if you look at MicroStrategies as a stock, it's outperforming Bitcoin itself by
Well,
a
because he's
significant
got
amount.
this brilliant mechanism of using bonds to then buy Bitcoin to then
Yeah.
add to the hoard, and therefore the value augments at multiple levels. He's got this. Michael has this incredible analogy of the voltage patterns, and it's really amazing to hear because if you have a highly volatile electrical current, you need a modifier, and then you need to kind of downsize it and down amp it and down regulate it, and basically that's what he does for the bond market.
So, I think one of the things when you think about what's accelerating, what's pushing it, as we start to get institutions that are really buying in more than ever, and as we start to see strategic reserves from potentially the United States, potentially from other nations, there's only so much Bitcoin it's going to drive the price. I mean, we are going to see fluctuations. We saw, this huge celebration when it hit 100K, dropped down to 96, 97. Now it's bounced up to 107. Uh, it's a slow and steady increase. Are you buying more?
Trying to, it's getting more expensive as time goes by, but yes, as much as I can grab.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on Bitcoin before we turn the subject?
I think the real measure 2 points. One is it's really a measure against the deflation of the dollar, right? The dollar is deflating about 14% a year. So your normal portfolio has to increase by 14% just to keep pace. So that's a huge kind of mental framing to put in mind. The second is let's keep in point that it's still a bit volatile. You have quantum computing algorithms that are coming along, and there'll still be kind of quite a bit of nervousness around it in different ways. And there's still a couple of time bombs waiting to hit the crypto world that could cause a problem. But again, it's one of those where every time something happens, every time there's a shock wave in the system, Bitcoin drops a bit and then just keeps going.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter whether China bans it or India bans it or Russia bans it or whatever the heck happens, it just keeps recovering from those shocks, and
It's
I
a
think that's a
it's a
profound.
global 24/7 energy creation uh, engine.